Hello, Mr. Aniket.
Hi, sir.
How are you today?
I am fine. Thank you. And what about you,
I'm
sir?
perfectly fine. So, Aniket, how is going your life?
Sir, it is going very good.
And what about your studies?
Sir, they are also going good.
That's nice. And how's your father?
Sir, he is good.
That's great. So, buddy, today I would like to ask some simple questions to you, and I want you to answer those
Yes,
questions.
sir. I'll give my best, sir.
That's great. Very first, I would like to know about your family atmosphere. I mean to say that do the people of your family they speak English at home?
No, sir, they do not speak English at all. They only prefer Hindi.
Okay, mean that you are the only one in your whole family who's trying to learn this language.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what's the reason behind this? You are paying full attention to learn it.
Sir, it is the requirement of the career. And nowadays, if one knows English, then he will be having more confidence also. So it is due to these two reasons, sir.
Okay, there are so many students, they still have so many difficulties to speak, they don't know how to begin it. So, very first, I would like to know how one can begin to speak.
Sir, the first requirement is obviously to have belief in oneself that I too can speak English. And the second thing is obviously the guidance. If someone knows that how to start with the basic laws, the basic rules, the formation of the sentences, and obviously the most important thing is the practice. If one knows the entire book but still does not practice, then he would not be able to speak for long.
Okay, and what is your point of view? English is big problem or hesitation?
Sir, I believe hesitation is the biggest problem amongst youth.
Yes. I also experienced that most of the people have good knowledge of English, but still they find themselves unable to speak. And the main reason is they do not practice it, especially in public places.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us come to you. How did you begin to learn it?
Sir, as I was from CBSE background, so there we were told to speak English in some of the cases. Like for whole of the year, they used to tell us that you have to speak English. But it was fine if we were speaking Hindi. But there were some teachers who were very strict with it. Then obviously after my 12th class for this career, I had to start with English. Then I started practicing it.
Okay. So overall, how long have you been doing practice for this?
So it's been more than a year.
That's really nice. So do you think if one spent only 6 months in the environment of English can begin to speak English very well?
So I honestly believe that only 6 months are required for speaking English.
That's really nice. Do you have any friend circle you practice with them?
Sir, yes, sir. I have friends, and one is from ICSC board, and he speaks better than me, sir.
That's really
And
nice.
he has provided me with a lot of help.
That's great. Okay, buddy, there is one more myth of the people. The people think that grammar is necessary in this. Do you really believe only grammar can make you speak English?
No, sir, I don't think so. Because if we take a children, then obviously he does not have any knowledge about the grammar and all those kind of things. Still, he would be able to speak English if he knows about the formation and if he has been in an environment of that kind.
Okay. So, buddy, do you have any difficulty that you want to speak English, but the people do not support you? The people don't communicate. The people do not communicate in English with you in your surrounding, or now you are comfortable with all these things.
So nowadays it is just fine. But previously I used to think, with whom can I practice? But obviously there are friends around, so I can take help of that.
Okay. And what about your college? Which language do you speak in your college? Hindi or English?
So mostly we prefer Hindi, but sometimes we also go back to English.
Okay. And what is the role of reading theory in spoken English case? Mean that if one reads books, is it good?
So I believe that it will be helpful. Ultimately, he will be improving his speaking ability.
That's great. Do you have any fixed schedule in a day that yes, you practice at least this long?
Sir, in my daily schedule, I have some space for reading books, not for specific English practice.
Okay, you mean to say that first you pay attention to read theory to learn the formation of sentences, but when you get chance, then you try to speak these things.
Yes, sir.
That's very nice. So now you are very comfortable with your communication skills.
Yes, sir. I think so, sir.
Okay, so buddy, it was a really very nice talk. Thank you for your suggestions. See you next time.
Thank you, sir.